Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, finally, no longer with any more delays, God willing, able, we should be able to start this pay-per-view for TWF this Sunday. We are going to start with Brace for Impact. We have a stacked card here tonight. We have El Tigre de Papura taking on Richard Mason, the Doom Nibis, and Captain Ripple for that the World Television Champion in our opening matchup. We're gonna see a brand new debuting Big Red Benson. We'll see Rose Matthews and Emily Montana. We'll see some returning friendly faces from the ECW days taking their time in ECW, making their way TWF here tonight. We'll see Tyler the Cactus take on Dylan Storm for the US title. Harrison B will be taking on Jacob Morrison in a TWF Lights Out match. We'll see a ladder match to crown our tag team champions between RVD and Sabu and the Hardy Boys. And then Matthew James and Draco Black will be our main event in a TWF death match, ladies and gentlemen. So long of a delay, Matthew. You are right. And we're going to get right on into it, ladies and gentlemen. I just did a quick rundown of the card. Let's click on OBS and set things on up. We got a whole lot of matches here tonight. Fatal 4-way matchup. First fall to a finish to decide who will walk away our television champion. My power being out for 5 hours close to 5 hours is not cool. But TWF Brace for Impact's first matchup is getting ready here, live at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
The following is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match and is for the World's Television Light Heavyweight Championship.
As our ring announcer here doing a great job letting us all know here what we're in store for. El Tigre de Papura will be making his way to the ring first. A man on a mission said he wants to be claimed that World Television Champion here in TWF. And he'll do anything he can here tonight for that title. El Tigre de Papura, one of the best high flyers we have in TWF today. You know he's got to be on a collision course, looking to clash with somebody like the greats of Brandon Galaxy, but haven't seen him in TWF 2K25. He won't sign the contract to renew it. Richard Mason, a man who got a big win against Tyler the Cactus in a Lights Out match. He said he thinks he's got what it takes to win this television title here in a fatal 4-way opener, and he's answering the call here tonight. A big man from Maine. Let's see what he's got going on for him in the high-staked energy of the Hammerstein Ballroom here tonight. Richard Mason, one tough SOB, had a bitter rivalry with our hardcore champion in the end of TWF 2K24. Speaking of 2K24, a most dominant United States champion turned bad guy as soon as 2K25 is started here, ladies and gentlemen. The former Big Salami, now the Doom Nibis. He's fired up here, back in where he calls the dungeon. Well, we know it is the Hammerstein Ballroom. He beat people down left, right, and center every week as the Big Salami, showing that he was a dominant United States champion. Adding a lot of prestige to that title, some would say. Lots of prestige, showing that he could do. He'll take on anybody, and he's going to defend it with honor. TWF ended up taking that kind of energy and bringing it to the television and creating the television title. Jonesy sees that competition. He wants it. He wants to feel alive again. He said, by winning that title and defending it every night. The Doom Nibus with his extra long intro. God damn, it's like 35 fucking minutes. The Big Salami fired up, taking a shit on the stage. We're gonna skip that because that's 25 fucking minutes of him. 25 more minutes. Matthew James agrees that is one of the longest entrances. But the TV champion makes his way to the ring. Formerly Barry Ripple, but he's gotten promoted and he's now Captain Ripple here. Decided to change his hair from those who might remember him from back in the day. Former tag team champion. He is the inaugural television champion here in TWF. And he said he's willing to go all the way and defend it with honor. He has quite the mountain in front of him to defend that title. Four-way dance. I guess it's not a four-way dance, a fatal four-way. First fall to a finish. These fans in the Hammerstein Blood Room, when TWF comes around, they know they are in for a treat, whether it be bloodbath, spectacle, or hard-hitting affairs, or big title wins. We bring the highest quality of wrestling here as we can, as that television championship on the line here tonight. We'll also finally get a rematch between Harrison B and Jacob Morrison. This time they are going to be fighting in a lights-out match. Jacob Morrison, after losing, but that is later on tonight. Up next, right here in front of our eyes, we have a big fatal four-way match. One fall to a finish as Richard Mason ties up with Barry Ripple and El Tigre de Papura tying up with his purple counterpart Jonesy. This big splash taking him down. As we see Barry Ripple going for a springboard, nobody there. El Tigre de Papura going for the offense on top of Barry Ripple. A punch right to the gut. And a big top rope Tohilo by Jonesy, but rolls out of the way quickly. First fall to the finish, you know these guys are going to be working hard or hardly working on each other. They're all going to be looking to try to ease by with that quick win. Richard Mason having a little bit more size than Jonesy here tonight, and a quick cradle pinfall by Richard Mason on the Doom Nibus. El Tigre trying to cover him up as Barry Ripple goes for a schoolboy of his own. It is a flurry of pinfalls here. As Richard Mason sent over the top rope now, and a big drop kick. Collar and elbow here. Kick to the gut. He's pulled up top. And the sit-out power bomb, running power bomb by Barry Ripple. Captain Ripple, excuse me. Richard Mason, collar and elbow, tie up. He's picking up El Tigre de Papura. And he holds him up and brings him towards the ropes. What is he doing thing with that turnbuckle? What up, Dallas?
That was interesting.
Dallas will be. The Dylan Storm is finally here. Yeah, you're right, Dallas. Finally, after getting my power all on, you won't believe who as soon as my power got on, invited me to a call. The world champion himself, Draco Black, and Matthew James, also the world champion, having a death match for that TWF Hard World title here tonight. I almost said hardcore title. The fans here in the Hammerstein Ballroom acknowledging that tonight's going to be awesome for Brace for Impact. That big axe handle by Jonesy to the outside to Barry Ripple. But El Tigre going for the cover on Richard Mason. Mason able to kick out on top of that center of the logo. The Wrecking Ball logo here for Brace for Impact. A springboard shooting star press by El Tigre de Purpura. As Jonesy's sent into that corner, Ripple drop kicks him against that. These fans here getting a quick and big view of definitely worth their money here tonight in New York City. While Oates behind him is El Tigre looking for something big on Richard Mason. Beautiful arm drag around the top rope from El Tigre de Purpura as he goes for the elbow drop on Richard Mason. There, Captain Ripple looking for something underneath as he slides and grabs a sledgehammer. Jonesy senses the danger. The Doom Nibus gets up and hits him with a Doom Sling Blade. A haluva kick by El Tigre de Purpura or Richard Mason. Richard Mason may be busted open, but he's not out of it yet. He just might feel the blood dripping down his face, firing him up on all cylinders, ladies and gentlemen. Referee has his hands full here, not knowing who to truly keep his eyes on. He's gonna let it be a New York style rules match. Do whatever they want here in the Hammerstein. Ripple with a big knee strike as Mason looking for something big on El Tigre. Takes him up, pulls him up for a power bomb. El Tigre with the reversal. There, Captain Ripple looking for something under the ring. Pulls out a table, ladies and gentlemen. And wait, we need that for a match later. The ladders and the tables in play as we do have a ladder match later tonight. That's why we have a ladder under the ring, ladies and gentlemen. The overhead shot from Ripple. The cover. Only a 1 count. These guys fighting tooth and nail, not even knowing where or when they are going to take them down. El Tigre de Purpura picks up Richard Mason and sits out with that sit-out pile driver. The cover here as Jonesy pulls him up for a jackhammer. And Ripple loses the title without even being involved in the pinfall here in this 4-way dance. El Tigre de Purpura walking away tonight with that title. El Tigre de Purpura with a big win, winning his first title ever here in TWF. He is laying claim to that beautiful world television title, and he said he's going to lay and be the victor and hold on to that for many more days to come. But we move on. The Cactus didn't like Colt Danielson, thinking he was the best that he could find, and Palmer Sterling thinking that he had the best mixed martial arts fight. So he brought out the Cactus went and fought somebody fighting out of Florida named Big Red Benson. Gonna take him on one-on-one. Cactus will be in his corner. El Vacío said he's coming for El Tigre de Purpura. The television championship is going to be fired up. I think that's a match best save for Monday's Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. But we can get a prediction live on this one, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for this one to load. Colt Danielson or Big Red Benson. Predictions for 5 minutes. We have not seen Big Red Benson. Oh, Matthew's in charge. I guess you heard we were going back to the Hammerstein. We had to get crazy. Colt Danielson, he's going to be facing somebody who's trained with a phenomenal. He's a phenomenal jiu-jitsu style wrestler and / wrestler. So we'll have to see how Colt Danielson matches up against him. Colt Danielson being accompanied by the Mogul Palmer Baum or Sterling. We'll have to see how that goes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for Brace for Impact, TWF's first pay-per-view on 2K25. We plan to bring you a bunch of them. 5K on Big Red. There's about 3 minutes left to vote, ladies and gentlemen. There's 641 on Colt Danielson, but 5K on Big Red. I don't know if Big Red's... Big Red bailed from Aurora, Illinois. Oh no. This man's a menace. You can just feel the intensity inside of him. The Cactus's new investment here in TWF, accompanying him to the ring for his first match here. Cactus does have a match later tonight against Dylan Storm. Hey, yo! Caleb, what the Caleb, what was that? I'm actually intimidated by this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty screwed. You know, like, good thing I'm not the one who has to go up against him. A good thing I'm behind the desk. This Big Red pulls himself into the corner, takes a load off his mind, and he just thinks about the battle ahead. He did the jump cuts again. Big Red Benson fired up in the corner. Colt Danielson, oh no. This is our first one-on-one contest matchup here tonight as Big Red Benson sends Danielson over the top rope. The fans here tonight in the Hammerstein Ballroom fired up as a sunset flip from the Big Red Benson himself. Big Red Benson, the man in control. Originally from Aurora, Illinois, he said he moved to Florida to start his own jiu-jitsu gym, and now he's in the TWF because he heard that that this is where the big dogs fight, and he wants to prove it's his yard. The Cactus found him while he was out in Florida, visiting Disney World, visiting the Mad Dog Miller, and he knew he had to bring him and sign him to a contract. Colt Danielson, though, currently in control of this matchup against Big Red Benson. Benson able, though, to get out of the way. And quick with his feet, able to duck under. Oh, but he gets thrown up against those ropes as Danielson now throws him up against the ropes. But Benson able to kick him off real quick. A quick roll through as he tries to put him into a pinfall. A beautiful submission, or a beautiful pinfall. I just know that this jiu-jitsu style fighter is going to be able to take anybody down. Oh, the chop. Oh, Danielson thinks he had him with a chop. He's got gloves on. That's not gonna help. Big Red Benson with a big chop. Big Red Benson, by the way, if you want to know more, you can find more about his training and how he became on twitch.tv/Little X Blizzard. That's who made that. Oh, these two just throwing punches. Throwing the punches. And Caleb, Big Red Benson goes down. The kick out here as he gets only a 2 from that right hook. That's what's up, Bistro. That's what's up. As we see Big Red Benson taking it to Colt Danielson right now. Danielson not looking good. losing the opportunity for the tag team championships with Kevin Wood for those tag team titles to RVD and Sabu. Benson clawing at the face and trying to get him down. Puts him in control of the map in the match. A snapmare. And oh, he's using that massive ass of his. Puts a little extra spunk on that one. Benson just in control of this matchup. Goes for the cover and the referee slides into position. You know the Cactus has to be fired up, knowing that his investment is doing well in this matchup. But can't be excited seeing a big punch like that right to his chest. The kick out as Benson showing that he's not easily defeated here. But the Luthez press by Cole Danielson. Will that be enough to put away the Big Red Benson? He's going up to the second rope. Crowns him with the double axe handle from second rope as Benson rolls to the outside. Cactus gives them some space. A missioner of TWF watching onwards and knows that he doesn't want to see his investment go down. The collar and elbow tie up as Colt Danielson sends him into the right into those steel steps. Referee starting their count as Benson able to jump back up with agility, just showing the strength being shown. He's not becoming an evil GM. This is just his investment he brought in. He's here to support him in his first match, and that's all he's doing. Sending him right into that corner. What does Big Red Benson have in store here as he scales that turnbuckle here? This doesn't look good. The underhook. A Pepsi plunge from the top rope from Big Red Benson. Goes for the cover. I don't think Danielson's kicking out of that, ladies and gentlemen. But Carol Danielson going the extra distance, knowing that he's in the homeland of TWF, the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. He's going to try to give it that extra business, as just will his debuting Caleb Benson. Big Red Benson, not Caleb. God damn it. I didn't mean to shoot. I had a malfunction with the gun. Oh, the go to sleep. Might have been studying some of Jonesy's old tapes with that emo boy special. The go to sleep German suplex by Big Benson and puts him away for the finish.
Here is your winner, Big Redhead Benson.
Big Red Benson with a big win in a big debuting match here. The Big Red Benson showcasing his skills very well here and might be making a name for himself very quickly. We move on to some women's action up next. We have Rose Matthews suffered a loss against a non-title match loss to Emily Montana, where Emily Montana said that let's up the stakes and make it a falls count anywhere, saying that she could beat Rose Matthews anywhere in the building. And Rose accepted. This is for the title, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get going, as Emily Montana said she's ready and able to go to the distance here. Big Red Benson with a big win, so we're going to make that payout. $5K going to him.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Women's World Championship.
Emily Montana and Rose Matthews going one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. Falls Count Anywhere in the Hammerstein. Hell, they could happen in the street, in the alley behind where we loaded in. They could happen a block north up by Madison Square Garden for all we care. We just want to find a finish between these two. Rip to Rose Matthews. Rose Matthews makes her way down, fired up, ready to go. Why is there the rip to Rose Matthews? 4,000 bet on Rose Matthews here tonight. Well, the prediction's live. There's about 4 minutes to get your tokens in if you want to make a bet. You know, there's nobody betting on the champion who is favored to win, according to Matthew James. Now, a lot of people asking why does TWF love to book and come to the Hammerstein Ballroom? It's because this place is full of prestige. Because the champ is the champ for a reason. Well, you're not wrong about that, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew James said it here. He thinks that the champ is the champ for a reason. Proved herself in a four-way dance. Let's see if she'll be able to defend her title here. This will be her second title defense. Tagged Up Tyler is brought to you in part by Tagged Up Tyler. TWFtv is bringing you Brace for Impact by Tagged Up Tyler and Twitch.tv. Also in working relations with PGW. MWC. All big shouts outs to those guys. Shouts out to the viewers at home who watch this and make it possible, who send in help and, you know, train a wrestler. We try to make this the best as we can, and as the Hammerstein Ballroom's our home, our mecca. This is the home of TWF, and we welcome you to our home tonight.
And her opponent from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Women's World Champion, Emily.
Women's World Champion Emily Montana. Nobody's passing my iconic title run. We'll have to see, Matthew, as the season is very young. What 4 months as world champion is a pretty impressive stat line. Rimble, the People's Champion, said he's very upset that he's not able to be here tonight, but he said he's willing to get into the ring, just as everybody remembers him. A big kick to the back as Rose Matthews in control of this matchup here. This is for the women's title here. Referee right on top of the wrecking ball. Balls can count anywhere in the arena here tonight for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Inside the Hammerstein and outside the arena, out in the loading vent, out in the loading docks. It could happen on the bottom floor in the basement. We don't care, as long as the match is finished and we find who will walk out of here tonight. You had more title defenses than Roman. Fair. Well, TWF is all about defending your belts. It's all about being a part of the show. As Rose Matthews able to go down or take down Emily Montana, but only a one count is achieved from it, as we see a chop as these ladies going at it once again. Prediction still going with 10 seconds. We have Emily Montana with 2K tokens. The big chops being delivered here by Emily Montana and Rose Matthews. Rose Matthews they're going hand for hand as we see Emily Montana just chopping back, going back and forth, trying to go into the corner, and they both just lock up, start throwing the hammer fists at each other, ladies and gentlemen. They're going at it. This is the opening of the match, first couple minutes. These ladies are proving that they want the title more, but Emily Montana in control of this matchup right now. TWF is going on fire right now. We've seen some good matches as we crowned a new world television champion in El Tigre de Pepera. We saw the debuting Big Red Benson get a win over Colt Danielson, and we're now watching the women's title match here as Rose Matthews takes a Singapore cane right to Emily Montana. Might be sizing her up for that belly-to-belly suplex of hers. Oh, never mind. Drives her right into the head as Emily Montana getting covered here, able to kick out. Rolls out of the way. Montana with a drop kick right to the knee. Grabs that Singapore cane and right across the back. Puts her down. This is 100% the Bailey of Agreed. Agreed. Goes for a big punch to the collar and elbow as Rose Matthews sends her off the ropes. Drop down. And a overhead and off. The belly-to-belly suplex takes her down, goes for the cover. Will Emily Montana lose her title here tonight? 1, 2. Montana kicking out. She needs to get some offense in, but Rose Matthews keeping the pressure applied. They both roll to the outside right by the entrance ramp for brace for impact. Matthews grabbing that Singapore cane. And the big shot, and the big hit with the Singapore cane. Not quite breaking it yet, but it's looking cracked. Emily Montana missing that crossbody, but able to get the DDT. No, Rose Matthews fights out of it on the outside of the ring. The collar and elbow tie up now as Rose Matthews picks her up and going for the chin breaker into a dragon screw. Takes her down. Beautiful, beautiful wrestling here. Emily Montana being scouted and driven right into the ground. Might have broken her nose there. Referee in position going for the cover. As Rose Matthews getting the win over Emily Montana here tonight.
Here is your winner, and new women's
Rose Matthews making short work tonight of Emily Montana and takes the title from her right away. Celebrating in the ring here. I don't know how the fans feel about that. Nobody. The crowd kind of neutral about it. Maybe expected a little bit more. TWF, knowing that they're back in the Hammerstein Ballroom, made some phone calls and brought in some ECW alumni who have wrestled here in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Some who have even had a TWF contract at some points. And they said they were ready to, willing and able to go all the way and do what they used to do. Making their way all the way from Dudleyville. Got the red camo on tonight. Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys, ready to go back and make history for TWF here tonight.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules.
Bubba Ray, Dudley, Devon making their way to the ring, knowing that they're about to go to war against two ECW Extreme Icons. Wait, we have two Extreme Icons from ECW as well, and the Dudley Boys, and in our tag team champions, RVD and Sabu. Timu Bailey versus Timu Lito is awesome. You're right. You're right. Bistro calling to get the tables. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to use your channel points. You can cheer. You can use some of the blurbs. They're always fun. I always like to encourage them. Just, like, here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Somebody forgot to. Man, the production dude's getting fired for forgetting Sandman's song.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
I would love a Sprite cranberry. The Dudley Boys and Sandman and Tommy Dreamer they're gonna go to war in a 2-on-2 battle here. Tag team matchup. These guys gonna fight everywhere. Dudleyville street fight, as they would call it in ECW. And
Oh
big elbow.
no, bro.
Oh no, bro. It's Bubba Ray Dudley slamming the Sandman right in the chest, and Devon going attacking on Tommy Dreamer. Devon Dudley slamming down Tommy Dreamer right into the mat as Bubba Ray working over the midsection. My bad, boss. I paid him not to play Sandman's song. That's it, Matthew. The crowd here in New York City chanting for tables. The Twitch chat chanting for tables. But Tommy Dreamer with a beautiful, stopping Devon with that beautiful little slam to the mat. We see the ECW icons of Tommy Dreamer and Sandman going crazy against the Dudley Boys right here tonight in New York City. Sandman rushing right over to Devon Dudley. No, not a White Russian either. Throws him right into those steps as Bubba Ray Dudley sits out with a power bomb onto Tommy Dreamer. Bubba Ray lets Sandman just jump off and try to attack Devon. But now Bubba climbing up the top. What is he thinking to Tommy here? Big dive. Bubba, get the tables. You're right, Surface. We need those tables. Hopefully Bubba will get one. Bubba, put the ladder back. We need that for the ladder match later. Throwing that ladder right into Tommy Dreamer's face. Tag team turmoil tonight as RVD and Sabu take on the Hardy Boys for the tag team titles in a ladder match. What a power bomb by Tommy Dreamer on the Bubba Ray Dudley. Insane. Oh my god.
Notice me, senpai.
Notice you, senpai. Am I senpai? Oh, am I kawaii? The sledgehammer being brought out. A kick to the head by Devon. These extreme icons going at it one after another, just going. Diving out of the ring. These guys are going at it. Old ECW rules, anything goes. Dudleyville street fight, some would call it. Referee's there to count the 1, 2, and 3 as Tommy Dreamer slams Bubba Ray Dudley right there near Sandman. What is Tommy doing? They're all just fighting out in the corner. A stomp to Bubba Ray Dudley as Devon gets a bulldog. Devon getting his head slammed against those steel steps by Sandman is Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of violence, grabbing the top of those steel steps and tries to throw him at Bubba. Sends him at ringside. Working over the leg. These two teams, these four men battled all over the world together in ECW. The Dudley Boys signed a TWF contract last year and were former tag team champions, and they're back in TWF once again. They're taking on Sandman and Tommy Dreamer, though. Two men who've never stepped foot in a TWF ring. Bubba able to get out of the way. Sandman not looking good as Dudley Boys looking to double team him. Devon slips through, neck breaker. Tommy Dreamer pulling himself up as Sandman also pulling himself up. Bubba Ray Dudley looking for something crazy on the outside here. DDT on the apron as Bubba and Tommy Dreamer fighting valiantly on the outside here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TWF Brace for Impact. This is part of our tag team conflicts going on. It's the Dudley Boys. Bubba Ray flies right over the top rope, grabs those steel steps and throws them at Sandman. Creates some separation, gives him time. Picking him up for a power bomb. Maybe on those steps. No, right onto the apron and slams him against the ropes. Bubba's been doing some core workouts, being able to do stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dreamer sends Devon around, and Bubba misses throwing the chair. Sandman walking around. What is he thinking here? Tommy Dreamer getting sent over by those other steel steps, ladies and gentlemen. The tables are being brought out here in New York City. Sandman's firing on all cylinders. Tommy Dreamer giving it to Bubba Ray Dudley. A clothesline to the back. Bubba's down. Devon. Devon's getting brought into the ring. No, he's not. Sandman lights the table on fire, ladies and gentlemen. That's against the fire code. Somebody get a fire extinguisher. The crowd here chanting that this is awesome. Devon's getting dragged over by the flaming table, but Devon said, no, I'm not taking that bump, brother. Sandman fighting away from it said, no, you're going through it just like old times. As Tommy Dreamer and Sandman fighting, or Tommy Dreamer and Sandman fighting against the Dudley Boys, we see Devon sent through the flaming table here at the Hammerstein Ballroom, ladies and gentlemen. These men taking Devon Dudley going through the flaming table at ringside. Sandman has his Singapore cannon. He's fired up. The trash can thrown on top of Bubba Ray Dudley. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandman's fired up. He's pissed he broke his cane. Sandman sends Devon around the ringside area. Tommy Dreamer and Bubba Ray are down. Doom Nimbus is online after his match, playing some video games. You guys don't forget to go follow and maybe drop a sub to It's Jonesy42. Devon and Sandman fighting on the outside of the ring. Referee said, you guys got to come to me to get the pinfall, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the Hammerstein Ballroom, Bubba Ray and Tommy Dreamer. Tommy throwing Bubba on the outside of the ring. A figure four leg lock by Sandman, center of the ring. Will Devon give out? No, he's able to break out of it, but that has to do damage on the legs. Devon sends him for the ride, reverses it, and sends him out. Tommy Dreamer beating Devon inside. Bubba Ray out cold. Devon lifts him up, saving grace Tommy Dreamer. Sandman grabbing those steel steps as Bubba Ray Dudley meets him on the outside. A Bubba cutter outside on the steel steps, ladies and gentlemen. Devon going for the cover on Tommy Dreamer. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dreamer kicks out. These two teams know each other so well as Devon delivers a big drop kick right to Tommy Dreamer's face. They go behind Devon looking for another saving grace onto Tommy Dreamer. Bubba gets the table, or grabs the steel steps and throws him on Sandman. And Tommy Dreamer kicks out again. The Dudley Boys bringing both men back into the ring. Might be looking for a 3D, ladies and gentlemen. Picks him up, pops up for a Bubba cutter, and Bubba goes for the cover on Tommy Dreamer. Sandman's pulling himself up. Devon's trying to stop him down. Ladies and gentlemen, what carnage we just saw unfold here tonight at Brace for Impact as the Dudley Boys made their statement, proving that they still want to be part of the TWF, getting a big win back in the Hammerstein Ballroom. They've won many matches here before when TWF first started, and they're back again. The Dudley Boys back in TWF. I think the tag team division just got put on notice, ladies and gentlemen. Big Red Benson did get a big win over Colt Danielson. The Cactus's new investment doing very well. Speaking of Tyler the Cactus, he will be taking on Dylan Storm inside of the Hell in a Cell. These two have fought many, many times. And currently Dylan Storm is up in their rivalry by 1. The Cactus said he wants that title, and he said earlier today, I made you that champion, and I can make you a stain in that ring just as fast. So watch out, Dylan Storm. The Cactus is coming for you tonight.
The following is a Hell in a Cell match. And is for
Predictions live as well, ladies and gentlemen. Get your channel points in if you think who you think's gonna win. This is for the TWF United States Championship. The Cactus makes his way to the ring. Here comes the Cactus. A little nonchalant, doesn't feel any pressure here tonight, as he said he's in the house that he built. Ready to take on Dylan Storm inside that Hell in a Cell. You know this is going to be a big, big match. Cactus all fired up, strutting down to the ring, knowing that he's got the size advantage over Dylan Storm. And Dylan thinks that he's going to be able to take the Cactus down, but he said he's been training in the gym, waiting for a chance to take him out. The Cactus ready. The crowd going wild for the Cactus here tonight. What another man who's built TWF from 2K24. He's back and he's the current United States champion, a 5-time United States champion, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Storm. I set him for the Carnage gear, but he's thick. Dylan Storm coming out to the ring as the U.S. champion, but will he walk out the U.S. champion after stepping inside the 20-foot steel cage known as Hell in a Cell, ladies and gentlemen? These two going to do battle. They've fought in a cell before, where the Cactus went for a drop kick and went through the open top, and Dylan Storm took the win. But will history repeat itself, or will the Cactus hit him with a pile driver through the cell like he promised he would almost a year ago today, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble as the title is on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The Cactus, the owner of the TWF, standing in the corner, ready to fight one of his arch nemesis, Dylan Storm, Dylan the Villain.
And his opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Action Champion, the Villain, Dylan Storm.
The Villain, Dylan Storm, and Tyler the Cactus to do battle once again at the first pay-per-view on TWF on 2K25 as we continue on with this rivalry. These two have faced each other numerous times, and Dylan Storm has seemed to always have the upper hand some way, somehow. The Cactus said he feels good tonight. He's inside the Hammerstein Ballroom, where he feels the best. All those titles lovingly crafted by yours truly on the microphone here tonight. That's what it's all about, that United States title. 60 minutes on the clock. Referee calls for the bell. Both men try to meet each other in midair, but missing. Dylan Storm proving that he can take a bump like that, but he can't. Oh, but the Cactus rolling out of the way. Dylan Storm. Ringboard Hurricanrana takes down the Cactus center of the ring. Well, thinks that's enough to put away the Cactus here tonight. Will that be enough? The referee going for the cover. The shooting star pressed by Dylan Storm. Referee getting in position. Cactus kicking out yet again. You know that's got to be tiring to start off like this. A first opening minutes with all of these. But Dylan Storm takes a big splash off that moonsault. The Cactus missing his fist to the back of the head. And Dylan Storm able to get control of the match once again. Sends him into the corner now. Big stomp. Dylan Storm with an uppercut to Tyler the Cactus and sends him into the ropes. Swings around Doesn't finish it off with a springboard combo. Instead, just hops back in to start throwing some punches at the Cactus. With the Cactus using those elbows to right into the face of Dylan Storm. Rolls right through and goes for the quick cover. Working over the knees of Dylan Storm now is Tyler the Cactus. Smart move to weaken the high flyer, make him not be able to move as fast. And the belly to back suplex by the Cactus, as he likes to call it, a backdrop driver, dropping Dylan Storm right on his neck. The Cactus stalking his prey as Dylan Storm's getting up. He ducks under the first one, but he hits him with that second one, the Desperado Lariat. What?
Here is your winner, and new Action Champion, Tyler the Cactus Skinson.
Crazy. Insane match. Not what I was expecting. Damn, Dallas, you really sold my finish there. Your new TWF United States champion and now a three-time United States champion, Tyler the Cactus. You know Dylan Storm is going to want that belt back.
Here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Our next prediction, destined to win. Will it be Harrison B or Jacob Morrison? Prediction for 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. The Super Bottom is about to get their cheeks clapped. Jesus Christ. Predictions live, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison B and Jacob Morrison have been fighting each other since the Grand Prix Tour of Champions has aired. And Harrison B got the win over him that night, and Jacob Morrison wasn't happy about it. And these two, Jacob Morrison challenged him to a lights-out match here tonight in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Harrison B, all the way from Leeds, England, has been in the Hammerstein Ballroom multiple times before here in TWF. Winning the Tag Team Championships with Matt Cardona, defeating the Dudley Boys, ironically enough. Harrison's trying to bust out as a single star here. As Harrison pumped up for his match here tonight, knowing that it's a different kind of ballgame to be inside that lights-out environment. Anything goes inside of here. Knockouts and submissions, only way to win. Let's see how Harrison handles Jacob Morrison inside of this kind of matchup. This should be interesting. Jacob Morrison, mad that he got knocked out earlier from that championship match. Or the championship tournament, I should say. Morrison coming out with a Singapore cane and a beer. Speaking of which, that sounds delicious right now. Morrison, a force to be reckoned with here in TWF. If you get on his bad side, you see that he really took his loss personally against Harrison. He jumped him after the first match after the Grand Prix Tour of Champions. He beat him up in the parking lot before Turbo. And then Harrison jumped him the night jumped him on the Monday after getting retaliation. These two clearly not coming to agreements on how they want to be. They have to settle it in a very strict match. Lights out rules, unsanctioned match. Morrison fired up, though, to take on his rival here.
The following contest is an underground match.
Fire that man, he didn't say lights
The
out.
only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Leeds, England, weighing in at 255 pounds.
The fans in attendance here getting a great view right up against the ring.
From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 200.
Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. I've never realized that. Jacob Morrison and Harrison B have had beef. This is their first match, official match that they've had since the Grand Prix Tour champions. Jacob Morrison said it in a promo that he was also going to make sure that Harrison B tapped out to this match. As Harrison already, with that discus punch, might have already busted him wide open in this matchup. This is one of your marquee matches here for Brace for Impact. This is been a high-profile statement here. Is Harrison going for that claw right on the shoulder of Morrison? Morrison already busted open. The Crimson Mask dawned on him immediately in this match. He instead puts Harrison into a camel clutch, trying to make him give up. There's no rope breaks here. Harrison B with those backbreakers and tosses him around. What is he doing? He hops off down to the ground. What does he have? Sure, you can have him as heels on TWF. Harrison B reversing that strike that Morrison went for. The military press. Drops him down on the ground. As Morrison pops off for a giant drop kick there. Man, that I'm gonna be real, that self-promo challenge is really annoying. Harrison B bouncing off the turnbuckle. As Morrison trying to make Harrison B tap out with that atomic stretch, grabs the leg. Hey, yo, let's get this guy a big old band hammer. Collar and elbow tie up. The elbows right to the gut as Morrison reverses Harrison and sends him out to the ringside area. They clear out on the ringside area here. Oh, that's a terrible camera angle. Morrison comes back up quickly, showing that lucha styling of his. Slams him right against that guardrail. Hey, it's Captain Carl. He's on. It's the Bald Eagle. The snapmare by Morrison. And the foot twist. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. No, it's still there. That's super annoying. Hate this. But Morrison using that sledgehammer, throwing it into Harrison B's abdomen. He picks him up, and Harrison, what a big dominator out on that ramp. The crowd here in the Hammerstein Ballroom fired up as Harrison B picks him Morrison for another power bomb, twists him around outside, and that's not enough to put him away, even as his head bounces off that concrete, ladies and gentlemen. He continues on with this matchup as he's sent back into the ring. Harrison might want to make him tap out. As he goes back for the claw, we saw this earlier when the match started. Will Morrison give up to this? Morrison able to get out with a leg sweep right to the legs of the $1 Million Man. Morrison claims to be a submission expert, but he hasn't been able to get him down on all fours for that submission yet. As Harrison picked up for another power bomb, slammed on right on the apron. There's no real give right where he was slammed at, ladies and gentlemen. As Morrison, with a big surfboard, pulls him back. Will Harrison give up here? No. Oh, the Dragon Sleeper with the surfboard. Morrison lets go of it real quick. Might be turning his attention. Might be looking for that. What else is he looking for? End of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Grabs a steel chair. Decides he doesn't need it, ladies and gentlemen. What is Morrison doing here? Harrison be able to kick Morrison down. There's a big punch. Right to the face, trying to keep busting open that wound. Harrison B going down the steps. Grabs that sledgehammer one more time as Morrison pulls himself up right to the back. As right into the back of the head, Harrison B throws it into the back of his head. Morrison locked out cold. Harrison B picks him up one more time and gets the win over Harrison B.
Here is your winner,
Harrison B with a big win, getting the redemption that he wanted over getting jumped from Morrison here. And proving here tonight that Morrison couldn't beat Harrison B and saying that he was better than money can buy. Harrison B with a big win here tonight over Jacob Morrison. Match 7, our semi-main event. Before we get to our true main event of the evening, we have Rob Van Dam and the Hardy Boys taking each other on. Rigged match, rigged game, rigged people. Didn't bet on yourself to win, buddy. Prediction live for this ladder match, ladies and gentlemen. The tag team champions making their way to the ring after the ring crew getting the ropes back on for that matchup. The ladders match here, the title is hanging above the ring. RVD and Sabu ready for this matchup.
and at a combined weight of 470 pounds, RVD and Sam.
I'm betting 10K on the champs. 12K on RVD and Sabu, 3,000 on the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys do have a reputation for ladder matches, but they don't have a reputation for winning ladder matches. RVD and Sabu, the current tag team champions, taking on the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys did get a win against them in a tag team matchup, and said they wanted a ladder match.
At a combined weight of 459 pounds, Jeff Harvey and Matt Harvey.
The Harvey Boys making their way to the ring in the Hammerstein Ballroom. They fought here for Ring of Honor, but now they're here to be the TWF Tag Team Champions and climb the ladder and unhook those titles and unlock their destiny in the final testament of their careers. TWF is going to be back on Monday, permitted no power outages or anything. We should be back at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you're ready. And we'll get ready on our road to In Your House. The Hardy Boys and RVD and Sabu have been waging war for the past couple weeks. And these guys are going to fight tooth and nail. The title's on the line here. Matt and Jeff taking on RVD and Sabu. RVD and Sabu, the first tag team champions here in TWF 2K25. Dylan Storm said earlier that maybe Cody Storm and Dylan Storm are going to try fighting for those tag team titles. Sabu throwing some big kicks to Matt Hardy as RVD and Jeff Hardy squaring up. Working over the leg of RVD. Sabu now gets the go behind by Jeff Hardy as Jeff Hardy puts him in a sailboat position, takes him up for a suplex and drops him right on the arm. Sabu slamming him right onto that apron. Matt Hardy looking for some plunder under the ring. A steel chair being grabbed by Matt Hardy as RVD stops him with a kick there. The springboard right on from Matt Hardy as Matt Hardy sends that ladder. Sabu's trying to stop him. Turns his attention to Matt, grabbing him right as he's trying to grab that title. Matt Hardy trying to grab the belt once again. Sabu stopping him. Matt kicking him down. RVD down. Will this be the title match? Is this how the titles change hands? No. Matt Hardy pulled off the ladder by Sabu. Matt Hardy set up against the ropes by Sabu now as he's looking for rapes him across the top rope. Matt Hardy down. Sabu sends the ladder. Jeff Hardy grabs a second ladder. And Sabu trying to grab that title belt right now. Matt Hardy trying to push the ladder down. Sabu falls with it. What a big crash and burn moment as Matt Hardy suicide dives into a tornado DDT. Jeff Hardy stops that running momentum of Rob Van Dam with an uppercut, but sent right into those steel steps. The drop kick to the back. The Hardy Boys in control, but RVD taking control over Jeff Hardy here. The matchup always continuing on here until there's a finish. Van Dam on top. Oh my God. A senton on top of Matt Hardy as Jeff Hardy gets into the ring and greets RVD. But Sabu able to stop him and goes for the Arabian face crusher right onto the ladder to Jeff Hardy. Sabu hits a Pele kick. And Rob Van Dam sends it over the top rope as Sabu grabs that steel chair. Jeff Hardy looking to join the fray and save his brother. But Sabu hits him with that steel chair. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't really like playing my faction. But as I say, my faction, we see Jeff Hardy trying to grab that title belt hanging above the rafters, from the rafters of the Hammerstein Ballroom. RVD pushing the ladder down. Don't mind that the title belt. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to share our TWF and Tagged Up Tyler with all your friends and family. Get them to join. The more people we have, the greater TWF becomes. As RVD taking it to Jeff Hardy into the corner now. Might be thinking that split leg moonsault. Thank you everybody for joining TWF 4. Brace for impact. The split leg moonsault by RVD to Jeff Hardy. Center of the ring. The ladder's being brought in. The table's being pushed in by Matt Hardy. Van Dam goes for the 5-star frog splash right on top of Jeff Hardy as Sabu picks up Matt Hardy in a torture rack. Spins him around, almost a Blue Thunder bomb. We see a leg drop here by Sabu onto Matt Hardy as RVD. Throwing caution to the wind. You see these great superstars throwing everything they got against one another in this ladder match for the ages for the TWF Tag Team titles. Throws a big punch. Twist of fate by Matt Hardy, center of the ring, right to Sabu. Jeff Hardy does the same to RVD. The ladder being set up. And a senton final. That big neck breaker by Sabu, and tries to take it to Matt Hardy. RVD up in the entrance ramp, reading it back into the ring. Pulled down by Jeff Hardy. RVD, Sabu, Matt and Jeff all fighting valiantly, trying to... A burning hammer to Jeff Hardy, center of the ring, right on the wrecking ball. Sabu going up to the second rope. Calling for Jeff Hardy to get up. RVD and Matt Hardy fighting on top of a ladder. And a belly-to-back suplex. A twist of fate. Takes him down. Jeff Hardy is the only man up right now as he throws that table on top of RVD, who's on top of a ladder. Oh no, the springboard on top of a ladder might not work out very well for him. Jeff Hardy gets interrupted by his brother Matt. As they all continue to go into the ring. Sabu throws another table. RVD sent into the corner. Matt Hardy saying he's going to delete Rob Van Dam. The forearm into the corner. RVD on top of a table as he grabs that other table. What is Matt Hardy thinking here? Sets it up. The triangle choke here currently on Rob Van Dam. Snap suplex by Rob Van Dam to Matt Hardy. RVD and Sabu in control of this matchup over the Hardy Boys. Sabu kicking Matt Hardy, excuse me. Going outside looking for another weapon. Grabs another steel chair. RVD ascending the ladder. What is he thinking here? Tries to grab the title belts. He's got a hold of it. The titles have remained the same as the Hardy Boys as Sabu delivers a big drop. Let's get that.
And still, the tag team heavyweight champions, RVD and Sam.
RVD and Sabu took the Hardy Boys to war, ladies and gentlemen, here in TWF Brace for Impact at the Hammerstein Ballroom. What a big win for them, taking and just solidifying themselves as the tag team champions. Our main event of the evening, Matthew James and Draco Black, one-on-one for a TWF Deathmatch World Heavyweight title on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the prediction live. We're finishing up here with TWF, our main event. I'm surviving. I've been surviving because my power's been out all day and it's annoying. Matthew James and Draco Black for that World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Time for a good old-fashioned slobber knocker. You're not wrong. King be strong.
The following is an Extreme Rules match, and is for the
Anyway, how's your...
Wrestling World
We're doing well, Mario. We've been doing TWF since... I've been trying to do it since 3 p.m. and nothing has worked. I didn't like the way that you're upset that I chose people I've known in real life longer than I've been doing Twitch. I find that very... I saw the way you were flaunting your mod badge, and I didn't like that. It's like you get in an argument with somebody and they pull out a police badge. That's rude. That's not how it should work. Matthew James, the former World Heavyweight Champion of TWF, the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in TWF, is here to try to reclaim that title from the current champion, newcomer on the block to TWF, Draco Black. Draco Black winning the Grand Prix Tour of Champions.
That was interesting.
Turn it up!
Draco Black entering to the ring here with his title. Winning that title, this is his first. And Mario, I don't want somebody to take the mod power and go crazy with it. You know, it's realistically just to help ban anybody who is like a bot spamming links or you know, somebody's coming in just harassing people. Like, we don't want that. The United States Championship didn't fit right around my waist. I wanted to go get in the tag division with Cody Storm so we can be the dominant tag team you desperately need in TWF. Well, Dallas, as we saw RVD and Sabu get the win in that TLC match, there's, oh my, tables, ladders, and chairs galore. we need a new number 1 contender as the Dudley Boys re-signed with the TWF. They're joining.
Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 245.
Our main event for the evening in a TWF death match. Matthew James in the blue corner, the former World Heavyweight Champion. He's a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion here in TWF, a Triple Crown Champion, a former United States champion, a hardcore champion, a former Intercontinental Champion. Only thing he hasn't done here in TWF is hold the new purple world title and hold the TWF tag team titles. Let me wear that shit like John Morrison did in that game. That'd be funny. And our world champion, Matthew James, fights for the honor, glory, and tradition of TWF, while Draco Black fights for a new era, a new time. His time. Nobody bet on Matthew? As we see a big slam by the world champion onto Matthew James and tries to hit him with that padded cell right away, but Matthew James been locking people in those rear naked chokes for many months, able to escape out of that quickly here. This is our main event for Brace for Impact, missing that Asai moonsault as they this is a battle of wits now, trading strikes here at Brace for Impact in our main event. Oh, Michael, let me tell you something. Yeah, let's cuddle. Matthew James with a flurry of offense and a palm strike to take down Draco Black. Matthew James feeling that he was cheated out of the tournament by Dylan Storm of all people. Crashing that trash can right into him. This is our main event, our first pay-per-view for TWF of 2K25. Right into those steel steps, ladies and gentlemen. Draco Black ascending up that turnbuckle like a spider monkey and gets back down into the ring. Busted open already. Draco Black gives vibes like he's from another planet, some would say. Some might say he was out of this world at one point. Some might say he was the king of the galaxy. But Draco Black rolling through. That backbreaker and a neckbreaker to follow suit. But Matthew James ain't scared as he wants that world title belt back more than anybody knows. He picks him up for a powerbomb. Brings him into the corner. And no powerbomb. Just Matthew James into the corner now. I thought he was going to build up a head of steam, but Draco Black able to reverse out of that, probably because he didn't build up that head of steam. Fires out a vicious clothesline from that corner, exploding out with some amplitude. Draco Black with what a neck breaker here, taking down Matthew James. The elbow right into Draco Black. Draco Black pulls himself up on those ropes as Matthew James sends him onto the outside. Yet again, in our main event, Matthew James hasn't gotten the win over Black yet in a decisive fashion, but just like that, he picks him up for a double arm underhook neckbreaker. What a vicious move here by Draco Black, all onto Matthew James. Stomping the hands now. There's been a lot of violence here at Brace for Impact, as there's always a lot of violence when TWF comes back to New York. And what a right hand punch by Black, though. The Hammerstein Ballroom is a venue that calls for violence, and pulling out the hockey stick, you know that a lot of the TWF stars here might even be crossover stars for the Emo Boys. Or they might even be playing for the Salami Slayers. You never know. As Draco Black going up top, Matthew James takes a big headbutt right to the gut. Will that be all she wrote? We saw an upset victory for the U.S. title here between Dylan Storm and the Cactus, but Matthew James, I was going to say, well, we see the Cinderella story pulled the rug out from underneath. The collar and elbow tie-up as Draco Black with a beautiful, beautiful move there. Going up top once again. What will Draco Black do here? A big splash right onto the gut of Matthew James and goes for the cover now. Matthew James kicking out once again, showing the fight that he has built inside of him. I don't think it warranted timeout, but I think it warranted removal of a Discord of the Twitch status. Matthew James not doing well as Draco Black just splashing him over and over again, trying to end him here. Matthew James bleeding here in center of the ring. And it is done.
Here is your winner, and still Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight.
The World Heavyweight Champion Draco Black successfully defends his title here tonight. You know, I wonder if we can get a quick interview with the champ. Matthew James losing that title match. Unfortunate here. Let's get a quick rundown of the card. In a fatal four-way match, we saw El Tigre de Purpura outlast Richard Mason, Doom Nubius, and Captain Ribble, and win that World Television Championship, becoming the second ever title holder here in TWF. We saw Cole Danielson take on the Big Red Benson, Tyler the Cactus's new prospect. He is a monster former jiu-jitsu fighter from Florida. He has joined the TWF, and he got a dominant win here over Cole Danielson here tonight. Rose Matthews got a win over Emily Montana in the Women's World Championship match. Your new Women's World title champion is Rose Matthews, but I don't think Emily Montana's done with her yet. But Emily Montana will definitely need to rest up after the brutal match they had. We saw the Dudley Boys return to TWF and say that they went back into the tag team division, while the Sandman and Tommy Dreamer made their debuts for TWF and had a glorious Extreme Rules match against the Dudley Boys. Tyler the Cactus and Dylan Storm had a dud of a Hell in a Cell match, where the Cactus took the U.S. title off of him. Harrison B and Jacob Morrison had a banging match in their Lights Out Underground match. This match is stemmed from the Grand Prix where Jacob Morrison was knocked out of round 1 by Harrison, and Harrison and Jacob Morrison is jumping him. Harrison B got the win here, and I think that puts a fork in this rivalry for now. We saw RVD and Sabu beat the Hardy Boys for the TWF Tag Team titles in a TLC match. It could have been anybody's ballpark there, but RVD and Sabu took the win here. And Matthew James couldn't get the job done against Draco Black here on TWFtv's Race for Impact in that death match. Draco Black he was there, ready, willing, and able to go the distance here. Thank you. TWF will be back, hopefully with no technical issues, on Monday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everybody who did join in. Let's do a quick little raid out if anybody's on. Actually, you know what? Who's still here? Anybody still here? Nope. Chat, what do you guys want to do? We had our TWF show tonight as we voted for. I think we're going to end the stream and I'm going to change because it's fucking hot right now. Alright, I will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Give me about like 20 minutes. Bye.